Hello and welcome to Always Bored, Never Boring. Recently I gave my initial thoughts on the new Talisman expansion, Talisman Nemesis Call of the Hunt. If you missed that video, you may want to go and check it out first, because that's where I cover the new 1 vs many rules, the companions and boons, and our new hero the Huntress. The link is in the video description. If you are up to speed on Call of the Hunt and you don't mind spoilers, then stick around, because in this video I am going to open the 2 boxes in the expansion to reveal all the secret contents. Briefly, for those who aren't aware, Call of the Hunt presents a 3-part campaign. The story goes that the Lady of the Hunt has called on mighty heroes to serve her in removing deadly beasts of chaos from the land to restore balance and harmony. Ancient laws dictate she cannot slay the beasts herself, so that makes it your problem. You have to destroy sacred sites to weaken the beasts and then strike them down in mortal combat. The first beast is the big old pig, the Boar Warlord, which I talked about in my previous video. Should you defeat Fat Nuggets, you get to open the first box of secrets and face your second challenge, the Scaled King. It's a chonky lizard with a venomous bite. As with the Boar Warlord, the Scaled King stands on an oval base that is 50mm long, but he is slightly smaller. I don't think this miniature is as good as the boar, but I do like it. It has a fun chunky design. Defeating the Scaled King involves the same process of locating and destroying sacred sites, but there are a few new twists. First of all, the Scaled King has his own set of lizard villains. They are weaker than the boar villains, but craftier. They can choose to attack in psychic combat, and should they damage a hero, that hero takes a venom counter. The Scaled King can also apply venom with a successful attack, and the trial rush events for this adventure also apply venom, so be prepared to feel unwell. Venom counters are printed on the reverse of villain tokens, which is an interesting choice, because it creates a decision point for the players. Each hero can have a maximum of 1 venom token, and they can remove it by visiting the city or the village. However, while they are holding the venom token, it is denying the Nemesis player one of their villain tokens. If each hero has a venom token, then the Nemesis is going to have significantly fewer villains to harass them. The downside to that is venom, unsurprisingly, isn't good. The token doesn't have an effect in its own right, but just like the Boar Warlord in the first trial, the Scaled King gets 7 unique action cards, which are mixed with the 7 standard action cards. Some of those cards will force every hero with a venom token to lose 1 life. This creates a nice balance of risk and reward, as poisoned heroes are always at risk of losing a life, but they are also helping to keep villains under control. The other twist in this trial is the way in which the Nemesis wins. In the first trial, the Boar Warlord had to kill 3 heroes, but in Trial 2, each hero secretly takes a bark token, one of which is marked with an X, and the Nemesis only wins if they kill the hero with the marked token. The final component in the box is a single new adventure card, which is added to the adventure deck. It's a very powerful magic sword, but you will want to keep a fate token handy when using it. It isn't unique to this trial and can be added into your adventure deck for regular games. I'm not entirely sure why it was tucked away in the box of secrets, because it's not a special prize and it doesn't serve a narrative purpose or play into the hero's win conditions. It's just there. Kill the Scaled King and you move on to the final trial. The big twist here is the Lady of the Hunt isn't as nice as she first appeared. She was using the heroes to wipe out her competition so she could achieve ultimate power. Now she unleashes her pack of wolves to hunt down and kill the heroes who gave her that power. And so we get our final adversary miniature, the Lady of the Hunt riding the giant wolf Laelaps. And this is a giant wolf. This miniature is still on a 50mm oval base, but it's even taller and longer than the Boar Warlord. The Lady of the Hunt looks tiny compared to her mount, but she isn't a small fairy. She is in scale to our Huntress hero. Her hunting falcon is sitting on her shoulder, and it looks like she is preparing to command her minions to attack. Out of the 3 adversaries, I do think the Boar Warlord has the best miniature, but anyone who knows me will know that I have a soft spot for wolves. The heroes are once again trying to destroy sacred sites so they can defeat the Lady of the Hunt, but there are yet more twists to the basic format. This time, as you might expect, the adversary has a pack of wolves as villains. These are much weaker than the boar and lizard villains, but before a wolf villain attacks, you can move a different wolf villain to the attacking wolf's space, giving them the chance to team up. Additionally, the Trial Rush event allows the wolves to group together. This is a lovely way to represent their pack mentality, and it can lead to heroes facing large groups of villains which will combine their strength when attacking. The Lady of the Hunt is weaker than the Boar Warlord and the Scaled King, which may be why she needed help from the heroes in the first place. However, she has stacks of fate points, and she also has a bow that allows her to attack from 3 spaces away. This gives her opportunities to dish out punishment without fear of retaliation. Furthermore, it should be noted that the boons the heroes have enjoyed up to this point were bestowed by the Lady. Now she is your enemy, you will no longer draw boon cards, putting you at even more of a disadvantage. As with the other adversaries, the Lady gets 7 unique action cards to shuffle in with the standard action cards. One of these lets her increase her strength and craft, so the heroes better not waste time. Additionally, some of these cards give the Lady a chance to kill a hero's companion. This is important because her winning conditions are to kill 3 heroes or 2 companions. She really is a nasty piece of work. What kind of monster kills a unicorn? The Trial 3 box also includes 2 new adventure cards. One is the Amulet of the Warrior, which lets the wearer roll 2 dice in combat, taking the higher roll. This one is placed in the deck. The second adventure card is the Amulet of the Wisp, which lets a hero gain 1 fate when they roll a 5 or 6 for movement. This card is gifted to a hero of the player's choice at the start of the trial. Both of these cards can be mixed in with your adventure deck for standard games of Talisman. Now, I know what you're thinking. There are supposed to be 5 miniatures in this expansion, but we've only seen 4. That is because I have saved the best to last. We have a new Toad miniature, and this one is very special to me. It feels like it could have been made specifically for me. It's a Unitoad, part Toad, part Unicorn, with a lovely flowing mane and tail. Absolutely brilliant. I couldn't love it more. It is worth the whole price of the expansion on its own. Amazing. But that is it for the Secrets of Call of the Hunt. Overall, there is some good stuff in there. The miniatures are nice, and the 1 vs Many campaign is a fun alternative way to play when you need a break from the free-for-all chaos of a normal Talisman session. That said, I'm really not sure why the secret boxes are being used here. Okay, it's nice to have a surprise regarding which beast you will encounter next, but I don't think the secrecy is really adding all that much to the experience, and the secret adventure cards don't feel like prizes or narrative unlocks. Nothing here feels like it needed to be a secret, except perhaps the reveal that the Lady of the Hunt is the main villain, and I think you would need to be really invested in the story for that to register as hugely important. As a gimmick, it's fine, and it doesn't detract from the experience. I just don't think it was as meaningful as it could have been. Which really just leaves one thing to do: tally up how many components from this box can be incorporated into regular games of Talisman. Obviously, you have the new Huntress, who is possibly a little weak in regular games as there aren't all that many animal enemies for her to hunt. The new central board overlay is a really solid addition to the set that does add some much needed variety to the standard board. You then get the 6 companion creatures and the boon cards. Then there are 8 new spell cards, one of which is a duplicate, meaning a total of 7 unique spells. For adventure cards, you get the new Sacred Site place and Pathway place. There are 4 sacred sites in the expansion, and while the implication is you only add 1 to your core game, I don't see why you couldn't add all 4. You then get the Golden Blade, the Amulet of the Warrior, and the Amulet of the Wisp. 5 unique adventure cards in total. It's not a lot. If you are looking at this expansion only as a way to expand the core experience, you will probably find it lacking. Fortunately, the new 1 vs Many mode is worth playing and does add a lot of value. And that Unitoad is the business. But that is it from me for now. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, please consider pressing the like button. If you really like this video, please consider subscribing if you don't already do so. And hopefully, I will see you all again very soon. Bye bye everyone. Bye bye.